And welcome to the B-side, where we're going to talk about dinosaur shit that has nothing to do with Jurassic Park, or maybe it does. Who knows? That being said, today we're going to talk about T-Rex. Tyrannosaurus Rex, I guess, for those of you that are particular about it. Just a little bit of information about our old boy, old T-Rex. He lived about 66 to 68 million years ago during the Cretaceous period in the western United States, mainly, including Montana and Wyoming. At least where they found bones, anyway.
Okay.
He had powerful jaws with 60 teeth. Each one of about 8 inches long. Some nice sized little teeth there.
Yeah.
And they said his bite was about 3 times as powerful as a lion's. He used those teeth as a hunter and as a scavenger. But they've used computer models recently that think the T-Rex could move up to 15 miles an hour, not necessarily what we've heard in some of these movies. But they said that was more than enough speed to catch larger dinosaurs.
Yeah.
That's like 15 miles an hour at that stride.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. Like, how much ground you're clearing and everything, and just move that much mass 15 miles an hour, though.
They think the T-Rex lived approximately 30 years.
Okay.
On average, I mean. And the T-Rex that is currently in the Smithsonian is 38 feet tall. Which they think may be a little bit above average, but they're saying mid-30s on height.
Yeah. Right. About the size of a transformer.
Yeah. And they weigh between 4 and 5 tons.
Yeah.
Which, for those of you that don't know what tons are, that's between 8,800 and 11,000 pounds. Everybody always makes fun of the T-Rex's tiny little arms. But actually, their arms were quite powerful. They weren't long, obviously. They were clawed, had 2 fingers, and they think they could lift around between 400 and 500 pounds with those hands.
I get it.
Tom can do that.
At
It's not that impressive.
at the least you should be able to. Everything if you weigh just 4 tons or whatever you said.
The interesting thing about the T-Rex's
500
arms is their hands, or however you want to put it, paws, or whatever they are permanently in like this. They're clapping. They cannot turn up or down. They can only be faced in. They were permanently like this. And although it's the most it is the most famous, it is not the largest of the carnivore dinosaurs. Here's something that'll be interesting to talk about in a minute. T-Rex had great vision. The T-Rex had eyes the size of grapefruits and had excellent vision. It has been suggested that T-Rex could distinguish objects 13 times more precise than a human. They also think that they could see body heat.
So not like motion?
It's not. Their sight had nothing to do with motion.
Okay.
According to this, anyway. And the T-Rex did not roar. It did not have vocalizations like that. It could grunt, and like in the movies, you see it roar and let all these huge sounds out. They said the evidence in the fossils, they have no, they don't find any evidence of anything like that. But they could use closed mouth vocalizations by inflating their throat, similar to what crocodiles do.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
So I would say, to start the conversation, there's a lot of differences here than in what we see in the movies.
Hey, it's Hollywood.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the T-Rex roars a lot in the movies.
The roar guy, that's so iconic. That was
It is.
the biggest disappointing thing, out of everything you just said there.
But you got to have the roar.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
Like,
you
Or a
gotta
creature
have
that
that.
big, yeah.
But the roar is a
Yeah.
lie. Like that's like so. What is that
Very
roar?
sad.
And I will say, I was the vision thing. I was like, oh, yeah.
I had heard that just because of where its eyes are located and has that like yeah.
I knew that wasn't true. Do you know, was that a common like belief amongst paleontologists when the movie was made, or was that completely made up for the movie?
That I don't know. I didn't like that up.
Like,
I
well,
but
it's just like
but
guess
it's not
that
Yeah.
somebody went
but
with
it's not uncommon in the animal kingdom to have vision based upon movement. I mean that there are other animals that have that. So like, I don't know. Maybe it was just something they used because it gave the humans a chance.
Yeah.
If they could see really really great and see your body heat and everything else, like that would have been much harder to get away from.
Yeah.
I guess another thing I didn't mention earlier is I said it had 60 teeth, 8 inches long apiece. Their teeth are also serrated.
I knew that.
Ugh.
Yes.
Because it was another thing to where that was like for ripping and tearing and all that.
It's rough.
So I would say, like, as much as I think they've done the T-Rex justice in these movies as far as like what it looks like and everything like that, they've taken some liberties.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They've made some changes. I don't know. Why do you think they got rid of the serrated teeth? I think that would have been kind of cool looking.
It was probably I would guess that's probably an oversight on the production team.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like if you wanted to really like emphasize something like that, yeah, it's either going to be like like one of the close-up shots that we've seen and all that, like in the car windows with its mouth open, would have been a good spot for it. Or maybe whenever they're like always around like the fossils to kind of see it and like show it and all.
Maybe it just didn't look right on camera. Maybe they had it at some point and
It
probably
may
took
just
it
Could
out.
be, yeah.
Yeah, it could just come down to aesthetics.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, do sharp, smooth teeth look more menacing? Like I don't know.
I mean, sometimes they do. But then
I'm-
sometimes a serrated knife looks really good too.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm more hung up on the fact that he was in the Cretaceous period, but he's in Jurassic Park.
Most of those dinosaurs were from the Cretaceous period.
Yeah, that's but once again, it's not Cretaceous Park. Like
It
Doesn't
doesn't have a
roll
ring
off
to
the
it.
tongue, yeah.
only because it's unfamiliar.
I have an answer to our site question.
Okay.
It's according to what I just Googled anyway. And it was taken from the novel so I guess I just overlooked that because I have read the book, that the T-Rex sees movement because of the frog DNA they used to fill in the genome.
Okay.
So,
All right.
so that's
So again, the
From the
book just
book.
connects those dots. All right, makes sense.
Okay. That's legit.
Now that's Grant wouldn't know that, or I guess maybe Grant does know that because I haven't read the book. So yeah, I don't know. Like
Feels like a gamble to assume that
yeah,
translated to the
yeah,
T-Rex.
it's like yeah,
Yeah.
a big gamble.
because
Yeah.
that's what I mean. Yeah, like yeah, it's
But so yeah, I mean they made some changes, but I would say the changes work well for the movies. Like
Yeah,
the roar is so iconic.
Yeah.
I mean, Tom said that earlier. Like the roar is
Well,
so iconic.
that's what I mean. The roar, the false premise of the vision is based on movement. Like there's like I said, so many of the things that they did like clean it up for Hollywood stuck. Like it's
Yeah.
they're honestly like I mean they're false, but they're classic like Tyrannosaur tropes. Like everybody knows the roar, like everybody knows like oh their vision's based on movement, but it's not a true fact. Like
Yeah.
you still quote it, but you say the little
yeah,
spark
yeah,
note at the
yeah.
end. I mean, yeah.
Misinformation.
It's irresponsible. If anyone ever comes across a real T-Rex and they think that it won't see him if it don't move,
Exactly. I mean, what? So irresponsible.
That's when you get to sue Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
Yes.
You bastard.
So I guess my next question is how different are the movies if they get rid of these two things? The sight and the roar.
Then the flare thing doesn't really matter.
yeah, that whole sequence.
Yeah.
It's
That
like
just,
it would-
the most iconic sequence.
It would
from
just
the
be
movie.
more heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
draw him to his body more so. Like, I mean, I guess it would still chase after it because it's like fire. But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if it sees heat, that might still do something. But,
I mean, it would be a distraction, I guess.
Yeah.
You can still try and distract the kids to get him away from the kids,
yeah.
maybe. But
I mean, knowing that now, it doesn't seem like the T-Rex was just like tricked with a flare at random and thrown. It seems more like, oh, maybe this is something to eat, or like maybe it's some type of prey. Go find it. Like, it does make me look at that scene different now.
Yeah. And then
But once again, didn't know that at the time.
yeah.
Like,
and then the serrated teeth thing, that's not a big deal,
Yeah.
but that doesn't really play a big part.
no, I think
yeah,
I
I
don't
think
think
there's times where you could have shown it better. Is all.
you could have totally shown it. And I think it would have been cool, but
Yeah.
it would have just been aesthetically pleasing. It wouldn't have changed the movies in any way, shape, or
Yeah.
form.
Yeah.
Although I will say it probably doesn't change the storyline, but it would be weird not to have the roar.
I can't imagine it doing anything with a closed mouth. That alligator.
Yeah,
grunt,
and that last
like-
theme with the banner falling, and it's just like this
Oh,
alligator
you
gurgle.
wouldn't have
know?
wouldn't
No.
have gotten that,
It's not
or
okay.
you wouldn't have gotten the roar with the tire hanging out its mouth. Like,
Yeah.
there's so many times like
Or even in the
open field when it's eating that ant, like you can
Yeah.
hear just like the sounds of it. Like, like so much of that character. I guess it's just a character, the Tyrannosaurus. So much of it is.
it's kind of a character.
It is. a
Yeah,
character.
it's so much of it's based on like what you hear and don't see and all that. Like, yeah, it's awesome.
Well, not only that, but like, yeah, there's times where you hear it off in the distance and everybody freezes. It's like, holy crap, it's
Yeah.
the T-Rex. Like, you wouldn't be able to do that otherwise. You know, because like it's not like you're gonna hear grunts and gurgles from miles away or something.
I guess my in your stuff. I guess like what you said was like 4 tons or whatever. Like, so like is that large enough to create little shockwave tremors like in the first one?
It's an interesting question.
Like
Tom.
how heavy does a creature? How big does a creature have to be, or dense and all, to create shockwaves when it walks on Earth?
It'd be
Like to be like that ripple through water,
Right, yeah.
Because it's like like everything, of course, like does it when we walk, but it's like I'm not making the water in the room ripple right now. By
depends on
stepping
how hard
it.
you're stomping, though. I mean, you
Not
can,
on your
if you-
concrete floor. They were in they were in cars on concrete on a track, and then that thing was even at a slope that could come into a platform and all. Like, so like wait.
I mean, they don't care about sneaking up on you. They're gonna,
No, yeah. Once again, they have heat vision. Like,
yeah.
they know where they're going. It's fine.
Okay, so here's
Although
what it says.
Does
It
make me
says,
think that if I hit
it
by
said
a
it
tree
is
real quick-
highly unlikely that a Tyrannosaurus Rex could create ground-shaking shockwaves,
Okay.
like depicted in Jurassic Park. First off, they have said that they had very padded feet. And they were too heavy to run fast to create the, a lot of movement. The biggest animals we see today don't create, like elephants, don't create nearly enough.
Yeah, that's
So-
what I mean. No creature today does.
Yeah.
Like,
So they don't think so.
Yeah.
I say we only really seen it in the first movie. Well, second too.
I will say, though, I mean, I wouldn't doubt that, like, maybe a Brachiosaurus could. Those things are huge.
Yeah. Especially if it goes up on the 2 legs and
Yeah.
then comes back down. You feel that. I don't know if that was even possible. That would be hell on your knees, man.
How much does an elephant weigh?
Probably about a ton.
No idea.
I'll give them a ton.
Oh, shit. African elephants can weigh up to 13,000 pounds.
So a little over a ton.
Well,
About 2
tons,
tons.
2,000 pounds.
I don't know that. What's 2,000 pounds?
Ray still has another conversion. He doesn't know. Like,
Man, I just know pounds.
No, what they're saying is some elephants can be heavier than a T-Rex.
mhm.
So,
Okay.
Elephants are fantastic swimmers too. I doubt a T-Rex can swim.
yeah, this is all just me Googling things. So, obviously, if I come across some bad info, sorry, peeps.
Yeah.
Oh, fact check.
Quick fact check the Wikipedia.
I didn't use Wikipedia. I just...
I wrote it in last night.
Yeah,
That's right.
Well, I'll be damned. Like,
Well, gents, is there anything else we need to talk about with T-Rex before before we wrap this up?
No,
No.
like I said, I'm kind of disappointed about the voice.
Yeah.
The ground shaking thing, I really legitimately always wondered about, but yeah, like I get it, like Hollywood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. They did it to as a favor to us, and I'm
Oh
okay
yeah,
with it.
yeah. It's
Oh,
fine.
but it totally
Yeah.
worked. Honestly,
It
yeah,
definitely
like
worked,
I'm
yeah.
fine. I'll still buy into the lie.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But I'm not gonna sit there and be like, they lied to me. Oh, them bastards.
Oh yeah, no,
Right.
I'm okay with it. Yeah,
Let's be honest, guys. If you're watching Jurassic Park and looking for a ton of realism,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, that being said, we appreciate you tuning in for this T-Rex B-side. And I think the next time you hear from our B-side boys is going to be for none other than a little Stegosaurus with Ray. So, Ray, get on that research.
Yeah.
And thanks for tuning in to the B-side.